Hello, fellow degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. Tonight we have a top 8 match. Oliver, who was on our last video, won his top 16 match, so he's moved on to defeat a very tough opponent, Lucas, in tonight's Xpoints match. So, just a heads up, I'm dragging a little ass. I just got back from Kumite 7, held up in Jackson, Michigan. Bunch of old schoolers showed up from... I rode up with folks from the Music City old school scene out of Nashville. Indianapolis was represented. The whole state of Ohio came over. Plenty of folks local to Michigan came down to sling some cards for an afternoon, and it was a blast. And I got to bring home a handful of cards, but this one I chose, or should I say it chose me. She is pretty, so you'll see her flying in my deck here before too long. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these decks. Here we go with another quick look at Oliver's deck. He's got 7 swinging badasses that fly in from above, 4 Sarah Angels, 3 Mahamoti Jins, and then he just said, let's stick together all the good cards that prevent people from winning games. He did that with 4 counter spells, the white removal, disenchants, and swords to plowshares to make his deck even a bigger pain in the ass than it already is. He has Maze of Ith, a little life gain with 1 Ivory Tower, fireballs, 2 of them to finish off the game, 3 books to speed the game up, and 1 recall just to pick out whatever shit that's in the graveyard that he needs to just make life miserable for his opponent. I love this deck. I go on a limb and assume it's susceptible to land destruction. It does need a lot of mana to get a win condition down. Now, that being said, it can trade back and forth all day long with whatever your opponent's throwing down. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Lucas is on this month. And here's a look at Lucas's deck for the month. We're going to start off in the top left with that bearded old son of a bitch sitting down. He can take your useless artifacts that you no longer need, like a tapped mana vault, and he'll recycle them for you. He will turn that into a brand new card. You've got a trike with no arms left on it? No big deal. You'll break it down. So this is robots. Lucas is running right at 10 robots, 4 Juggernaut, 4 Triskelion, and 2 Su-Chi, which I think is a pretty good idea. Su-Chi can come back and kill you when you're not looking. Just with that mana burn, it is tough in the Atlantic scene to not take mana burn from Su-Chi, especially in Xpoints. You have to pay points to play factories, which he does, and that's one place you can dump mana to from those Su-Chis. He's also playing with some red removal, lightning bolts, fireball to finish off the game, Atog, because, well, Atog's like the Sage, but possibly even better. I love that he's running 1 transmute artifact. He is running a bottle and a couple icy manipulators. This deck is got to be a handful for his opponent. I can't wait to see what he's copying with those copy artifacts. I love playing with copy artifacts. Once I jumped back into old school, that was one of the first things I picked back up, is a playset of copy artifacts. So he also has 4 Black Vice on the sideboard, a 2nd City in the bottle, 3 Red Elemental Blast, 2 Psy Blast, 2 Blood Moon, a Disintegrate, 1 more Bolt, and a Falling Star. I love it. So, depending on if he's playing against some deck that goes wide, I'm sure he's dragging in that extra Bolt or the extra burn. Psy Blasts are great for Sarah Angel. And those Black Vice are super good at a slow deck. So, we'll see what he decides to board in against Oliver. And we'll do that right now. let's move our asses on to game number 1. And here we are. Game number 1, Xpoint 38, top 8. Lucas is on the play, firing an island straight into a mana vault. I think he's trying to show Oliver the business end of his deck. Let's see if he has a follow-up. Chaos Orb down. Oliver's got an island showing of his own, followed by a plateau. Oh, look at this. Disenchant on Chaos Orb. Will there be a flip? It's tough to waste that Chaos Orb, but then again, Mana Vault tapped is kind of a pain in the ass too. Alright, Chaos Orb down. There will be no flip. Lucas does not care. He just jams down a Triskelion and says, I think you wasted your Disenchant, maybe? Trike is big, bad, and ugly. Lucas takes one from the vault. Swings in for 4. Oliver's down to 16. Oliver is mana ramping. He did drop out a Felwar Stone on his turn, but that doesn't do anything against a 3-armed, gigantic artifact that shoots rockets. Lucas drops out of city and passes. Oliver's on the play. Tundra. Soul Ring. Ooh, look at this fireball. Yeah, Lucas responds, shoots Oliver for 3. So Trike got in 7 damage. That's tough. 13. Lucas still on 18. Oh, another follow-up. Jams down a Juggernaut. This is tough. Oh, look at this. Wrath of God. Okay, tap 4. Destroy target Juggernaut. Tap another 4. Put a book in play. Oh. The tables are slowly turning. You know, we're kind of on top deck mode here. Lucas with another threat, though, immediately. Juggernaut. Having 10 robots in the deck, he has ripped 3 of them off so far. Really, right now, it'd be good to sneak in like a copy artifact. That would be spectacular. I mean, Lucas wants to slam the door in this game. Oliver is okay with just, you know, passing back and forth the turn and getting the card advantage. That's what I'd want to be up to, at least. Oliver's just practiced tapping his lands. He practiced, then he unpracticed. Now, yeah, top 8, you're making decisions. You want to make the right ones. He is tapping 5 and drops down a Sarah Angel. So that Mana Vault is starting to eat at Lucas a little bit here. I think it snagged him for 3 and maybe the City of Brass for 1, but he's taking some damage. Lucas showing a factory coming in with Juggernauts. Oliver with the answer. Swords his Juggernaut, blocks the factory. Okay. Oh, look at this. Wow. More jugs. Juggernaut number 3, the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, Sarah Angel holding the lead pipe, taking it straight to Lucas's kneecap, coming in for 4. Lucas on 16 after he gained those life from swords to plowshares. Oliver tapping 4 in main phase drawing with his book. It's always a good feeling. He's either searching for answers or he knows he has enough mana. Yeah, he's got 1 card left in his hand. He does play out another Felwar Stone, so plenty of mana options being shown. And look at this, another disenchant. 4 robots in the bin. Sarah Angel is just working body shots in left and right, left and right. Kidney punch. And uh-oh, Lucas just puts out a Felwar Stone and passes. I think he's kind of out of gasoline. He kind of needs to hit like a Sage. Vlatnam hits copy artifact. I'm sure he is copying the book right now. That is by far the best artifact on the table. Oh, look at him go. Drawing with book immediately. Using the vault to do so, keeping some colored mana options open. That makes sense. Yeah, Sarah Angel just doing all kinds of work here. Lucas down to 4. He needs an answer and needs it quick. Recall. Looks like we're going to recall for 1. He pitches another book. And Fireball to end this game. Wow. Well played, Oliver. Well navigated. You just had a line of robots headed straight for you, and you fought right through them. Plenty of answers coming out of your deck. Lucas ran out of gas, flinched for just a second, and Oliver sneaks in for the win. Well played. That was a great game number 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at game number 2. And here we go with game number 2. Lucas is down a game. Oliver took that first game. Lucas is on the player, fires out an island. Oliver says, hey, I can do that also. Plays out his own island. Lucas hits a Felwar Stone. So it looks like we're on draw go plan. Okay. Robots is a hungry deck. Lucas gets out another Felwar Stone. He is ramping turn 3. He can produce 5. Now 6 mana turn 4. Oliver still got a full grip of cards though. At some point here pretty soon we're going to see these decks start to collide together. Okay, here we go. Juggernaut is coming around the bend again. 5/3 loves to attack. Will do it into his own demise. Alright, let's see if Oliver has an answer for Juggernaut. No, he passes. Yeah. Juggernaut must attack. Here we go. Let's get this over with. And Answer number 1, Disenchant. Down from Oliver. And Lucas loses out on Juggernaut. He does tap 2 to put that wily old Sage of Latnam into play. That bearded bastard's going to eat through those Felwar stones like, well, like when you get a box of Girl Scout cookies. Oh, look at this. Oliver slams down a swords. Lucas says, get that shit out of here. And Oliver says, no, sir, you get that shit out of here. Counterspell, counterspell. Wow. Oliver wins the counter war. The bearded do-gooder that draws extra cards is gone. And we're both kind of back on a draw-go plan here. That card advantage is so real, though, and so I get why the war happened over the Sage. Not too many times you're going to waste so many resources trying to keep a creature like that in play or get them out of play, you know, from either perspective. But where they're at now, Oliver won the battle, and look at this. New Atog. I'm sorry, Atog down. Oh, Atog's being blue blasted. Atog doesn't really eat Girl Scout cookies. He eats more like anabolic steroids. When he eats through artifacts, he just gets swole. Oh. Another bearded whisperer hitting the table. I think he said his leather-bound books smell of rich mahogany. It's been a one-for-one fest. I mean, both players are just loaded up on mana resources. Okay, here we go. Recall for 2 Mesa Ith. Nice. Okay. And a swords and a counterspell come back. So yeah, he swords off the Atog. I think the Atog should have probably left. I don't. It's probably not going to matter. But Atog down. I mean, other than having a bunch of land in play, it's as if this game just started. I mean, Lucas does have another threat on the board in the form of that Mishra's Factory. But as far as life totals go, you know, Oliver's still sitting on 20, Lucas on 22. And look at this, I love it. Maze of It down. That stops Mishra's Factory right in its tracks. And this is more of the, you know, one-for-one, just passing back and forth. Looks like Lucas had a visitor stop by. That might have been the Girl Scout cookie salesman for all we know. Loading up for that Sage of Latnam. Okay, back to the game. Here's a real threat. Tapping 6, he drops down a Triskelion. So Oliver says, yeah, I'll let you put counters on it. Oh, look at this. Copy Artifact. How powerful is that card? Right here, right now. Okay, Divine Offering response. He activates a factory. Disenchant comes through. Looks like he's doing 2 damage with the trike, letting the trike kill itself so Oliver doesn't gain the 6. Yeah, I don't know what target he landed on. Probably the Soul Ring. I guess that's why Lucas went to activate the factory. But man, Oliver came up with all the right answers at all the wrong times for Lucas. Fireball start to look good here. I don't know. Still 18 to 22. I mean, this game feels like it's days away from ending. What's going to happen is someone's going to get a threat down, and someone else isn't going to have an answer. Look at this huge fucking disintegrate, and Oliver says, continue to get that shit out of my face. I'm not going to take 10 damage from a disintegrate. Yeesh. Love when you're late game and you get that massive... Oh, look at this! 11 for a fireball. Wow. You don't need to take 10, but you will take 11. Oliver down to 7. Lucas still on 21. Now the game feels like it's kind of starting to slip away. Lucas with the Black Vice. That would have been real nice, like turn 1, turn 2. We're so late in. I don't know if we're going to see... I don't think there is a draw 7 to draw into this. New Sage. Okay, that's probably why. You know, you can eat through the Black Vice. Draw an extra card, get what you need. They are playing kind of fast. Oliver has blown out the Sage of Latinam with another Swords to Plowshares. Just all the right answers at all the right times. Lucas just needs to stick a threat, and, you know, once that happens, Oliver's really only a couple turns away from being finished here on 7. And, you know, we're still back here to the draw-go portion of the game again. Okay, Disenchant on Vice. Two for a Chaos Orb. Okay, that's something. Come on, copy artifact. Ooh, Suchi. Also something. Another robot hitting the board. Okay. Disenchant. And now we have an orb activation. Okay. So here we go. Lucas on the flip. I'm sure he's got to be targeting that Maze of Ith. Oh, clean rotation, clean hit. Madagascar gives it just a 5.2. Tanzania with a 5.5. So, nice clean hit. Threats off the board. Maze of It down. And Divine Offering. I guess after the Suchi, I don't know if Oliver tried to hit the orb. Oh, wow. Lucas doesn't want him gaining life. Looks like he was trying to blast off, Psionic blast off his own Suchi. I could be wrong. But Oliver says knock that shit off with a blue elemental, or red elemental blast. Stopping the Psionic Blast. Wow, what an exchange. Okay. Triskelion. Oliver sitting over there with a badminton racket just smacking that shit around. Triskelions in the bin. I mean, this game is just... I mean, we're not moving fast, but we are hauling ass, it seems like. If that makes any sense. There's a book down now, so Lucas needs a threat. And he needs it quick. Yeah, Oliver drawing. Playing even more mana resources. You know, these decks need to find... Someone needs to play out a Power Surge or a Mana Barbs or something like that just to make this day interesting in a hurry. So yeah, Oliver's drawing 2 a turn. Factory in another Swords to Plowshare. I think that was Swords to Plowshare's number 6 out of Oliver. Just kidding, it was number 4 though. With the recall. Lucas still jamming out threats. Here comes a Juggernaut. Yeah, Oliver drawing with a book. The card advantage is getting away from Lucas. Oliver taps 4, Wrath of God, destroying that Juggernaut. Yeah, even though he's got the extra life, this is starting to look bleak. Uh-oh. Oh. What are we in here? Middle school, playing COPs. I love it. I play COPs all the time. COP Red. Sees a lot of use. Hate to get burnt out. Oliver's still chewing through cards every turn. Pulling more off the book. Lucas fires out a Triskelion though. Is this going to be the one that gets to stay around? Ooh. Makes it till the end of the turn. Chaos Orb down for Oliver. Activation. Lucas responds by machine gunning away 3 to Oliver. He's down to 8. Alright, here we go with the orb flip. Take a close look at this. Oh, bounced and it's on there. I think I hear Argentina screaming for a reflip. But no, full rotation happened. Triskelion 1-1. Triskelion is down and out. And look at this. Even more gas. Lucas follows right back up with a Suchi. See that pile of creatures that's turned sideways in Lucas's graveyard? Those are all victims of Swords to Plowshares. I mean, this has been a brutal heavyweight punching bag death match. Earthquake? Uh-oh. COP Red Earthquake combo. What the shenanigans bullshit is going on here? Fucking love it. I mean, I do love it. Earthquake for a bunch. +1 COP Red. That puts... Wow. That puts Lucas down to 4 there. Lucas drops an Icy Manipulator. Fireball in for 4 to finish this game off. Oliver takes it with Blue-White Skies 2-0. As always, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. Thanks for watching The Orb. Have a good night.